I'm Despa, you're watching Be83, and this is another episode of Meet the Artists. And today, on Meet the Artists, I got Jaykae.
Welcome, friend.
What's going on, bro?
I'm alright, man.
Trying to get a hold of you for a little bit.
I've been about, I've been busy.
Busy?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man.
How's things?
It's been better, but everything's alright,
yeah.
isn't it, man?
Yeah,
At the moment, everything's good.
So, today is the day after you fire in the booth. We'll talk about that later on, though. We'll talk about that later on. It's been, I've known you for about 4 years.
Yeah, about 2009, 2010, isn't it?
And it feels like it's been a mad 4 years, because so you come onto the scene, and honestly I'm like, wait, okay, this guy didn't know what to make of him at the start.
Yeah, I come on a bit of a mad one. Yeah,
bit of
when
a
I
hype
started,
one.
I come on a bit of a mad
So
one.
I'm thinking, wait, who did you send for? Who was it that you sent for first? Was it Bomber?
I've clashed loads of people. Before the grind blog thing, I'd clashed probably 5, 6 people, but face-to-face clashing, you get me? Like, we've gone for it in the park and, you know, like that. But I won every single one. I'm not even to ask any of them, you know, like that. Bro, I ain't gonna reel off names, but they know that I murked them. But from the grind blog thing, the first person that I sent for was Bomber. Then, I need to think, man. There's loads of trauma.
Oh, what happened? Anyway, carry on.
There's loads, you know, bro. Famous.
Oh yeah.
Bro, there's bare, there's loads.
The Famous on the Apostle show, when he won't come out the...
I wasn't there then, but that's half the reason it happened, because I found out that he was crying or something because he wouldn't clash Trauma. So when I heard that, I thought, yo, Trauma's a sausage. So, because I felt such a way against Trauma, and he's just done that and give my man even bigger head, I thought, I have to get you in it. But I heard a tune. I was in the studio and I heard a tune which sounded like it was edged towards me, so that's what made me do that dub anyway.
And that was for Famous?
Yeah. There's loads, bro. There's raw loads.
Like. It seems like you haven't changed. So you've come out basically going at everybody, and then from like then to now, I've seen you go at so many people. But in between, it seems like your popularity's grown. You know, and I mean, I see you. We got what, 21,000 Twitter followers or something like that.
Yesterday I got that, I think 21,000.
How does it feel to kind of like start from where you started from to where you feel like you are now, about to do like the fire in the booth, etc.?
Like when I first started this music thing, I set myself little targets. So when I took it seriously, I was 18. And I says, if I get to 21 and I'm not happy with where I am, then I'm just gonna lock it off, because me doing music stops me doing a lot of other things basically. So when I was 18, my target was when I'm 21, if I'm not in a situation where I feel that I can get somewhere from music, I'm gonna scrap it. But I turned 21 last year. So, and at that stage I was thinking, it's looking all right. So now I set myself another little target. So when I hit 25, I need to make 100 bags off music. You get me? I'm just on that now. Just make my little guidelines and go from there. Really, man.
So you feel like you touched the 21 goal in terms of where you wanted to be.
Going for 25 now.
So like last year, what happened for you last year?
I clashed Discarda last year.
Okay.
What else?
That was Lord of the Mites.
Done Straight Up. Done.
Big thing.
Went Amsterdam and Skepta. Just that really. It was more towards the end of the years when it started picking up. The end of 2012, it started picking up a lot.
Because Lord of the Mites came out in December?
Was it? Yeah, it came out December, I clashed in October or November though, I can't remember.
Okay. And like, how do you feel your fan response has been from Lord of the Mites?
It picked up a lot from there, you know, because I remember on New Year's Eve 2012, I hit 10,000 followers. And since then, I've had 11,000 followers. So it's like, it's picked up a lot, to be honest with you. Like, a bit mad, like, I didn't expect it to pick up as quick, to be honest. Like, my target last year was to hit 20,000 followers at the next year, like the next New Year's Eve, then I wanted to get another 10, but it's already happened, man, so. It's a bit mad, to be honest with you.
Do you get a lot of people atting you, telling you that you...
some of the stuff that I get on Twitter is mad.
I've always wondered what other people's timelines look like when people at them. Like, you must get some crazy things.
Some mad stuff, man. Like, I just saw you here and you definitely never... like that, I just saw you. I said safety, I was like, bro, that definitely weren't me.
It wasn't me.
I was in my bed, that weren't me. I swear, man. The fans are like sick though, man. There's some that you always see, you know, the most dedicated ones, you see them every day, they're tweeting your stuff or retweeting your stuff. They're the ones that I appreciate a lot, you get me? Because they're the ones that are just fully, they're on your back, they're pushing you the hardest, you get me? Trust me, man.
That's gotta be a nice feeling, man.
It's a good feeling, man. It's good to know that people are supporting you as well.
Yeah.
Like my area supporting me, my family. Like obviously, my family don't get this music thing, so it's only up until like I've started doing well and people are coming up to them like, Jay's doing this and Jay's doing that, and now they're starting to even realise as well. So it's just everyone's starting to believe now, basically.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
So we talk about where you are now. How did it all start for you? Like, what inspired you to get into music in the first place?
Just like Subsy was the man in the area who used to spit the bars, and Subsy was like clashing off different man. That's what got us on it. Like we was the younger generation, so we're coming up a bit gas. But he's the one that started it for me. Like I started seeing that, and then I lost someone. Like I lost a friend called Ty, and when that happened, like I was only about 15, and I think that's the first time I sat in front of a PC and tried writing a bar, man. Like that's when I first tried writing a bar. And then from there, I just started clashing the whole world. Like, it was mad, like, I swear, just park every week. Did someone from a next little area, I'm the best from here, I'm the best from here, boom, link up in the park and swing it out, you know, like that. It was like that, it was sick though, man.
So you've literally come up through
clashing.
Yeah. Like, you can tell when I look at you, because I know you will just send for anybody at any time.
I've clashed loads, man. Loads and loads.
Who's apart from this guard of the obvious one, who would you say your favourite clashes?
Face to face?
Yeah, or even just ascending for, like, who do you think?
I want to clash Kazi, but I know he's not. I know if I clashed him, that's where I'd put my most I've ever put anything into it, because I know I have to come home with that win.
Yeah.
So, whereas terms of sending for each other, it's probably Kazi or Obama, but face to face, it's, I don't even know if it's discarded, because I've made people cry. Like, literally made them cry. One guy that I clashed, I've only just found out now, me being a bit older, he's about 25 now. Yeah. But I thought he was my age at the time.
Oh, no way.
So when I've clashed him I'm about 17 and he's about 20, 21, but I'm just thinking he's my age.
And you've made him cry.
And he pirated a pressure bar. What was the bar? Anyway, you're not heavyweight. No. He pirated the bar and I caught him then I said something like fucked about his mom. And he started crying, you get me, bruv? Like, he asked to borrow some sunglasses. He put them on, you start crying, bruv, and then...
Just for everybody, we're in a kind of public environment, so Jaykae has to control the swearing.
Blood, someone come up to me and JD, the manager, thinking I was having an argument, I was just talking. Can you keep it down, please? So, but yeah, it's probably that one. End that or Discarder face to face. When I made Discarder take his hat off, that's the best thing I've ever done. That was the sickest moment ever, so that was sick.
So, like, so that's what, you lost your friend, it inspired you to get into music. You went through the park clashing and stuff. When did you actually start getting into, like, really making, like, songs? Because I remember I'd heard so many freestyles and all this kind of, sets and that kind of stuff for you, and I knew you were good. But me personally, I was always waiting for
music, missing that element, yeah.
And what stage did you kind of start taking that seriously?
I'd say, like, I didn't really enjoy vocaling grime tunes. Like when I'm talking 2009, 2010, I was on hip hop. But obviously the market that I'm trying to go for, my fans don't know me for hip hop, they just know me for this hype grime thing. So I'd say probably like 2011's when I first thought I got to knuckle down, I got to start making tunes and that. Yeah. And then, bruv, I've been saying mixtapes are coming out from 2010, bruv, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been waiting for A Bite to Eat
so
for a while.
I says A Bite to Eat was coming out the 10th of October 2010, and it didn't come out till the 10th of June 2013, you get me? Like, but I don't feel bad, like I can't put out a piece of work unless I'm fully happy with it. So everything from A Bite to Eat, it's tunes that I'm happy that I made and that, but it's more of the kind of warm-up stuff that what I've got for an album. So the stuff that I'm working on now, I'm gonna put an album out next year. I'll probably put a mix CD out next year as well. So I'm just trying to focus on that as well.
So what was the reception to A Bite to Eat when you put that out?
It was good. I remember, like, I put it out on Senspace. That's where I dropped the link, and then it kept going. And then since, I think it was just after my birthday, so about a month and a half after I dropped the thing, it had 10,000 downloads. So from when I saw that, I thought, like, I don't care what it does now, because that's done more than I thought it would. So I haven't even checked it from then, so I know it had a good response.
And how long when was that? You said you had 10,000 downloads after how long?
A month and like a month and 10 days.
That's good, man. That's good.
When I saw that, I just thought, yo, that's when I thought, shit, yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I haven't checked it since. I just left it there.
And what have people been saying about it? Like,
I've got good responses from it because I put a bit of a mix. I've done a girl tune on there. That's a lot of people. That's what I've had a lot of good like response from with the girl tune on there with Fifi. The tune I've done with Depz, that emotional tune. The Ric Flair with Socks. What else is on there? That Oh Yeah tune I've done with TC4. Like people have told me they've heard it in Japan, in Tokyo.
We were just talking about TC4 in Japan.
Yeah, there's like, someone they heard my tune over there.
It's getting that far.
When someone tweeted me that the other month, I was thinking, fuck.
Have you had anybody from like countries like that you kind of think, yo, that's random? Like, and you saying, yo, Jaykae, you sick or anything like that? Yeah.
Australia, America, like Croatia, like Eastern European. There's a lot in Eastern Europe. The Japan one, that was like someone tweeted me in just, I can't read it obviously because that's how they write, but I just had some big thing and it tweeted me again. I was thinking, I don't even know what you're saying, but nice one. Someone from Russia's done a straight up remix. And he's hard, like he's proper sick, like I'm not even gassing, I'll have to show you the tune. He's kept Daps's hook on there, like, and it's hard, bro. Like,
and is he spitting
in Russian? Yeah, and he's got, I don't know what he's saying, but his flow's there and everything is boxed, like he's sick.
What? You getting people at you and remaking tunes and stuff from different countries. Did you ever think this was ever going to happen for a kid from Birmingham, kind of?
I don't know. I've always believed that it was going to happen because the same thing I was saying earlier, if I weren't going to do it, then if I was going to do it, I have to do it properly. So I always thought that I'd get to a stage where that could happen, but it happened a bit earlier than I thought it would happen, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot earlier.
Tell me about Invasion. Like, how did that all come about for you? How did you get started?
I've done a freestyle video. My mate Ricardo, like, he must have pushed the link to Vader. He knew Vader from before. I've always been a fan of Vader and Midlands Math and all that. So when he's told me that Vader's watched my video, I'm gassed. Like, I'm gassed. You get me thinking, yo. But then he's told me, like, oh, he wants to speak to you? Yeah. So then, I don't know, I can't remember what, must have been Facebook or something. We've just got speaking. He's like, oh, I want you to come to a set. So the first set I went to, Dapz was there. That's when Dapz was Invasion. Lady Leisha was Invasion.
Yeah, I remember.
There was enough people in the room, and I was 17, I think. I come through and I shut it down. Like, I remember, like, years later, Tazzle and Dapz were telling me, like, when I've come in the room, Dapz and Tazzle were like, yo, who the fuck's my man? Like, the way I've come in, I've just come in like, oh, I don't give a fuck. They thought I was, like, they must have thought I was a big man, but when they found out I was a youth, they've got onto me, so then I started speaking with Dapz and Tazzle a bit, and I started rolling with them. And then it's just picked up a bit from there, really. Then I joined Invasion. He told me, "Oh, you're in." And then from then, I just took it serious. I just used to scream it. Everything I'd done, I'd scream Invasion.
At one point, it felt like there were about 40 MCs in Invasion. Like, it really felt like.
At one point, there was a good 20 at least. At least.
Who's in Invasion now? I'm sure the fans will want to know.
I do not want to miss anyone because my memory's a bit.
Yeah. But I want to know as well.
Me, Vader, obviously. Hitman. Tazzle, Socks, D2, Villain. Oh, my head's going blank. Villain, Has. Shit, I can't think. And someone's gonna be so pissed off that I've forgotten. Obviously, Depz will always be with us. You get me? So, I think I've banged most of them on the head still. If I've missed anyone out, I'm very sorry.
What happened to everybody else? Because, like I said, they just seem to be.
Some people obviously, like, they never had the hunger for it, or they thought it's not paying, so they've just obviously gone on other paths and started doing their own thing. But some people that ain't in it no more are still doing music, but they know they're not as serious as us, and they knew that they're probably carrying extra baggage, that they took that into consideration, and they've just thought, yo, I'm gonna leave them to do their thing.
Yeah, I respect that a lot. So you guys working on any music as Invasion, the team?
Collective.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Some of us in Invasion have got this like free roll where I can just wake up and go London, and I can just. But some people can't. So more the younger lot, we've got a lot of stuff with each other because we'll just stay up all night and doing their thing. Whereas like some people have got jobs and some people have got kids and they can't have the lifestyle that we've got. So more was like me, Socks, D2 and Depz was doing a lot of work with each other. And then I've got tunes with everybody else in Invasion, but we're all like, we keep saying it, we're going to do a collective thing. We've got tunes for a collective thing, we're about 7 tunes deep, but obviously there's a setback that happened with Depz, and then there will be one. It's just I don't know when, you know, like that. So I'm not even focused on that. I'm just focusing on my solo stuff at the moment.
And how far along are you with your next solo project? I'm
like 3 tunes recorded deep. I've got a few tunes done. Got some big collabs, massive, like that. I don't know how the hell I've pulled them ones off, but got some good stuff coming, man. Like proper hooligan, you get me?
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, man.
Talk about collabs and the fact that, you know, you mentioned earlier on you went to Amsterdam with Skepta, and obviously you've done Straight Up and everything like that. How's it been working with these artists for you and kind of being around them? Whereas, you know, a few years ago you would have been looking at them like, yo, that's my man, that's my man. How have these things come about, like, for you?
The first Londoner that I saw, like, basically I've looked up to and I thought, yo, I'm on the same stage with my man. I thought I've got to give it 110 was P Money, and he's one of the most humblest people I've met through music. You get me? Like, that was the first person, P Money. He come studio with us and that. I remember all of that. And then Vader was doing a mixtape with Wiley and Riggs, and then Wiley come down. But like, he's a bit, I don't know. I can't, like, he'd act like he'd never remember me or know me. Now he obviously. It's a bit certified, he has to say but back then they probably would have thought, who's my man, I don't know my man. And then it's mad because everyone I grew up watching on Channel U, and I'm talking everyone, I've done something with them, or they know me on a first name basis, like every single one of them. Like, I've done a set with Ozzy B in Sugar Sweet, time ago. Is Hitman, me, Hitman, Tazzle, Ozzy B and somebody else, I can't remember, and we shut it down, and I remember him coming up like, yo, use man are sick, and I'm thinking, bro, you're old to the Z, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, that's you, bro. Like, thinking, what? Everyone that I've grew up listening to, maybe bar 1, 2, like, they know who I am now, so that makes me feel good as an artist, though. That makes me feel accomplished, that I'm doing something good, so. And
have you, you know, we're looking at the Birmingham scene in 2013. I know you've been around since about 08, 09, to my memory anyway, I've said before. How do you think things are progressing for Birmingham grime music and just music full stop?
I think it's us like seeing the response that we're getting from like people charting on iTunes and that. People are actually thinking now like, yo, I can actually do this and I can make money from this. Even if you see it as a full-time hustle or a side hustle, people are definitely still can make money from this and see a future in this. So I think that's what's made everyone buckle up, kind of. It's what made everyone mature a bit. Like 09, 010 was a bit of the sloppy years, only a couple of people working. And then like from then, like 011 onwards, you saw how everyone's just like took it a bit more serious, and they're putting more effort into their work, and everyone's on it. It seems a lot more on it now, to be honest with you.
Do you feel like the music and the artists that we have around here is more respected outside of the region now than it was before?
A lot more.
What do you think's done that?
I think I don't know. It's mad because people would say that they see how the scene is down here as London a few years ago, all the hype and that, and they're definitely seeing that. Like the Londoners are watching us gas, like, yo, these men are going radio and they're doing sets and they're clashing and they're doing this. So I think they've accepted it. Do you know like that? It's round, everything's popping off round here. So I still think we've got a bit more years to do until we see somebody like, I'm talking chart, UK chart, and do big things or maybe win a mobile or something. Like, until it sees that, then we've still got a long way to go. But how everything's going at the moment, I think it's...
Who do you think is going to be the first person to do that from the region?
Think, you know what's mad, like, I see it as myself. If I was the pinnacle of my career, the stage that I could get to, I could be known like European and whatnot, but England would be my place, so I'd have England smashed or whatever. That's on the map is someone I can see taking America, like his tune could blow up in America, do you know, like that? So there's different kind of things like Leisha's. Some people would say that Leisha's already made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say Leisha's already made it, but I know she's got a lot of things that she'd want to do in her career as well. But I reckon when one goes, a few of us will go, to be honest with you, as long as the right person opens the door.
Do you feel like it's because me, I don't think I've ever sat down with you and had a conversation.
That's full on music convo now.
Ever. And do you feel like things like that are changing in terms of kind of a unity around each other?
I definitely think that. Like, everyone's grown up a bit. Whereas, like, you might have saw me as an 18-year-old little prick, like, you must have thought, I
phoned you before.
Yeah, you might have thought, like, yo, when I was a few years younger, you might have thought, yo, he's a little bastard, but obviously I've matured, I've grown up. It has everyone else does, and you get me, so everyone's just kind of level-headed. We all know what we want to go for.
Yeah.
We all know we've got the same targets, we've got the same aim, basically. So without working together, like I've done my first set with Saf One and Mayhem on Sunday.
I've saw this on
and
Twitter.
I should have done a set with them 2 times. I don't know why we haven't. Like it should have happened time ago, but it's just happened now. So, and I'm seeing obviously with losing Depths, like it's like that's brought a lot of people together as well. Like that's brought unity as well. People are thinking like we can't let another thing happen like this again. So, and it's brought a lot of people together. Like me and Bomber are friends now. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas before that happened, we wasn't beefing, but we weren't friends. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just on a cool tip, like, well, go on, but now, like, we're all right, you get me? So, it's sad that it took something so devastating to happen, but, like, we are seeing a unity from it, so it's proper.
Talking about Depths, you know, it may be a stupid question, but, you know, the fans may want to know, what does that feel for you in terms of the
I'm
the
lost,
passion?
bro, like, lost. I swear to God, like, I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying from the day that it happened, I've been drunk every night, and that's not good for someone like me. I need to have my head kind of focused, whereas I'm letting myself slip a bit, but people grieve in different ways on it, so that's my way of grieving. Like, I feel lost without him, man, because everyone would know, they'd tell you that he was my sparring partner, that was my guy, innit? Like, me and Depz, we was like little tag team, like, so without him here, it's just, like, when I done the set Sunday, bro, I started choking up. Like, I spit in his bars, started choking up, like, because I remember last time I was in that place, Depz is here next to me, do you know what I'm saying? And we're both going in, like, losing Depz is just sent me on, like, it's knocked me for 6, to be honest with you. Like, it's deep, man. But I want everyone to know there will be a Depz album, another Depz album. Don't know when, we're not rushing anything, it's gonna be a masterpiece, don't know when, but I don't know, man, we're gonna 100% still carry on Depz forever, you get me?
And you feel like, I mean, I do feel like out of something so tragic that good things are happening.
It's sad for something like that to happen. Like Charlie Sloth's had me for a fire in the booth, and it's sad it's took for something like this to happen. Like on the way up to London yesterday, I was getting emotional on that because I was pissed that Depz went there, you get me? Like I'm thinking like, how has it took this to happen for me to be able to do this, you get me? So it's mad still, but it is like, because I'm saying, when I saw people like, it's like, I'm not even gonna want to try bait people out, but there was big rappers and DJs tweeting about Depz was sick, but I'm thinking, like you could have let him know that, and you would have uplifted his spirits. If he knew certain people that were tweeting him that day, tweeting his thing about, Depz was sick and Depz was sick, if he knew that these people they even acknowledged him and were feeling him, that would have uplifted him. Like, why weren't you saying anything to him before? It's what I don't really like, you get me? Like, not even jumping on a bandwagon thing, but you could have like really like made a kid smile. Do you know what I'm saying? You could have done that. I
think a lot of people don't think about that. It's always that thing until somebody's gone.
They
never really get the accolades that they were supposed to get.
It takes something messed up to happen for something like this to happen as well. It's kind of mad stuff.
Well, coming off that subject, your music, and you mentioned maturity. How do you approach your songs and the music you make? Who is Depz as an artist? I mean, not Depz as an artist, sorry, Jaykae as an artist. How do you approach the music making process?
It depends. I have to be really drawn in by a beat to want to make a tune on the thing. If you put me in studio and you're playing a beat and everyone's gassed and I don't feel the beat, I'm not jumping on it, I won't write to it. So the beat starts with the instrumental for me. So I'll get the right instrumental and it'll make me start wanting thinking, and I'll lock myself. I've got my room in my house, not even my bedroom, my computer room. Every bar that unless I've been in studio at the time, every bar that I've written at home has been on that sofa, there in front of that PC. That's my little zone. So I'll sit there, I'll play the beat and I'll just go from there really. That's what gets me first, the instrumental. And then bars, it's always like related stuff to, like I have to live a bit as well, like if I'm just sitting in my house all day, I won't make a tune. So if I'll be out for a week and I'm on a mad one for a week and I'll come back, I've got something to talk about now. So it's just experiences really and just life really. That's what makes me want to make music.
If you're going to describe yourself as an artist in like a sentence or two, what would it be?
What do you mean?
Like if you're going to say Jaykae is this kind of artist, or you're going to say, you know, what are you about musically? What would it be?
I'm the hype guy with content. That's me. That's how I like to see myself. I can shut down a rave. I can deliver on a tune. I've got content where I'm not the thickest shit, so you get me? I can write like intelligent bars, you get me? I can throw in punchlines. I've got a nice little package for myself, and that's how I see it. So the hype guy with content, really, that's me. That's how I kind of.
And you mentioned people that you've worked with and the collaborators you've got on your project coming up. Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you feel like you want to work with?
I don't know, you know. There's probably personal favourites of people that I would like to do a tune with. Like my all-time, when I was doing music, the person I always wanted to do a tune with was Amy Winehouse. Like that was that's who I wanted to collab with. And she died on my birthday. I remember waking up on my birthday and hearing Amy Winehouse. They didn't put a downer on my day. Like I was thinking, what the fuck?
I remember that day as well, because I remember seeing it. My whole Twitter and Facebook feed just went, and everybody was talking about it. But I've seen it before and after. It was a bit crazy, man.
That's someone that I would have always liked to do a tune with. There's I don't know. I think all in good time. People that I would want to do a tune with. If you put me in the right environment with them, then I probably would. But like on my album, I've got Skepta. Wiley said he'll do something. Dot Rotten said he'll do something. Like I've got people like there, like that have charted and they've been successful through music that want to be on my CD. So I'm gonna have a Depths tune on my CD. Like I've already got the idea for that. That's gonna be. I can't put my finger on that, but that's gonna be hard. Who else would I want to do a tune with, man? I don't know, you know. Genuinely can't really think. If it happens, it happens. I'm not really asked, man. It's just one of them ones. If it happens with certain people, it happens. I'm not gonna bread the thing and beg it. I'm not the person to do that. So if it comes across, it comes across. But I'm feeling Krypton Conan at the moment.
Oh, that mixtape.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling them. You get me? So that would be someone to get a good collabing with, like people like that. So
you mentioned, you know, as you describe yourself as the hype guy with content. Is that something that you really want people to know, that like you're not just the dude that's sending for everybody and causing trouble on Twitter and doing this, that, the other?
Sometimes I think that's a bit healthy. Like if there's a clash, I'm all for it. Whereas some people, MCs will think, nah, I ain't got time to clash or blah, blah, blah. If I see it as the person's not like either on the same level as me or not too far below or just a bit above me, I think it's healthy. I'm saying that as every MC though, like if the person's way below your level, then you're not going to do it, obviously. But I see that as healthy in sport, but I don't want it just to people just to think that that's my lane, because it's definitely not. Like I was saying that I'd want to clash Kazi, it's dead now. Like he's denied it for 2 years now, so it's dead on my behalf. Like I'm just thinking.
Are you trying to clash anybody for the next one?
Nah, we've got people who are putting forward for that, obviously. So I'm not asking that, to be honest with you. Unless, because Kazi's trying to say that he wants 8 bags to clash me, and I'm not a dickhead, so if he wants 8 bags, I want 8 bags. But I'm still saying that's not reasonable. I'm saying, yo, if you're a businessman, we both get 5 bag each, we put it up, winner takes all, loser gets nothing. Because if you're so confident in your skill, 10 bags is worth more than 8 bags. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously he doesn't want to do that. He just wants his 8 bags and he wants to go
just
home.
Like 8 bags,
do you know what I'm saying?
Win or lose.
I don't want people to think I'm just on that, because my album will show people that I'm not just on that. And if you've got a bite to eat, you'll kind of know that I'm not just on that. I can make tunes on that as well. You get me? So I don't know, man. I'll always be on the hype. You get me? If there's raves, I'll be performing at raves. You know what I'm saying? I'm involved in that because I like seeing people's energy lift. Like I like that feeling when everyone starts bouncing off the walls and that. But then on the other side, I can make a tune that you can just listen to and vibes to and take it all in and that as well. You get me?
Talk about raves. Where's your favourite place that you performed? Because you must have done.
Probably HMV Institute, you know, the Bigger Fish tour. That was like, because you know what, that's the first time, and I think it's the only time that we've all been there.
I remember that.
I think that's the only time we've actually all been there together. So that was probably one of my favourites. And where else? Cardiff and Newport as well. I love Wales. Wales is sick.
You got a lot of fans over there.
They love man up there. Sick up there. Where else? Even, you know, like Rainbow, I like that as well, because that just feels like that's our little spot. That just feels like that's that spot, you get me? Yeah, Rainbow as well, that's probably like an all-time little favourite place that I feel. When I know I can get on mic at Rainbow, I'm there, do you know what I'm saying? Not even on the painting, if I know I can just go Rainbow and jump on mic, I'm there, you get me? Because it's not too far. Yeah, I'd say Rainbow, you know.
I like Rainbow. I've seen a few interesting moments with you at Rainbow as well. I've seen a few.
I've seen
a few interesting moments with you at Rainbow, outside and inside.
There's some interesting things that ain't happened on camera as well, bro. Like, yo, Rainbow's the spot.
Now I'm talking about stuff that wasn't on camera either. Like,
I love Rainbow, fam.
It's a good place,
it's a spot, innit?
It's got memories.
It's at home.
My last question is something I do ask everybody now. You've already answered it to a degree. But where does Jaykae see himself in 3, 5, 10 years? Like, if somebody was to look back at this interview and you were to say, I'm gonna do this.
I wanna go into acting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanna do. Because I went to a professional drama school.
That's completely, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
I went to a professional drama school when I was about 16, 17, but I got kicked out. I'm not even gonna say the reason for it, but it's a load of crap. Like, prejudice towards homosexuality, that's the kind of thing that they try to have me on. Like,
you didn't do that?
Oh, I didn't do that, but not the way they're trying to put it, but the geezer just snitched on me, and the way I weren't going to dance, I weren't going to movement.
Okay.
And they were trying to get on for me for that anyway. So because I weren't doing the dance thing, that just gave them more of a reason, like, he's just said this about you, you're gone, you get me? So when I got kicked out, I was pissed, but like, that is something I'd want to do, still acting. Definitely want to do acting, 100%. I reckon I'll be good at it too.
Yeah, you seem like you've got the camera presence for it. So like,
I'd want to do it, you know. That's something I'd look into. Not just yet, maybe. Like, but yeah, that's what I'd want to do.
And anything else other than the acting? Where can you see yourself?
I don't know, man. I just want to be comfortable, bro, and just know that my family, like, there's no more stress. I don't need to hear my mum saying no. I don't need to hear my sister saying no. But you just, you're nice. You get me? Like, there's nothing else. Like, I just want everyone to be nice. Everyone around me to be nice. I'd like to drop a few albums. I'm not just going to stop yet. I still think that I've got years to go in this, and if I want to get to where I want to go into music, I've still got a lot more hard work to do. But after that, I would like to go into acting. I want my own business. Like, that's where I'm going. That's what I want.
We spoke about this before on Twitter. Did you ever get into what we were talking about? I won't say what it was.
It was a bit. Oh, it was because it was a bit family orientated, yeah. Sometimes family is not the best people to do business. Sometimes they are. It is the best thing to do with to keep it in the family, but sometimes it's not. And it weren't my immediate family as well, so that just got into a bit of an issue, and it just got scrapped from there, really.
But do you see yourself as a business person that wants to get in that
definitely, that's what I want to do. I just want to have my own. I don't know what restaurant, shop. I don't know. I just want something. I definitely want to have something. So when I'm older and I've got kids and they have kids or whatever, then they're set up for. That's just I want to make sure everyone's set and everyone's nice for life. And my main task now is to make sure my mum and Depz's mum are. That's my main two thoughts in this whole thing. They're my main two, like, I can't even think of the word, but they're my priorities basically. My mum and Depz's mum. As soon as I know that they're okay, I'll be happy with everything.
I respect that, man.
Everything, I'll be happy, man. That's me, bro.
Well, Jay, thank you for coming in. Hopefully, I get to see what you do in the future. All right. That's another episode of Me the Artist.
Make sure you go get Too Real. I don't know what else to say. Look out for my CD. Rest in peace, Depzman. That's it. Invasion and that.
You've been watching Meet the Artist on be83. I'm Despa, and catch you next time. Thanks.
What happened? Yeah. You know that kind of thing. Like, that's the one thing I can't let happen. So that's probably the one thing that just drives me to carry on and know that I've got.
Which is why in the video you're gonna see that with Swifter, every metaphor is acted out, and everyone.